Good evening and welcome back. It's Matt, Skywatcher. Time again is 21:48 p.m. Again, it's the 6th of the 4th, 2017. Here on the screen you can see this nuclear subterraneans. Now, I'd like to explain a few things. The word DUMBS, D-U-M-B-S. Now, the thing is, this stands for Deep Underground Military Bases. They are basically nuclear shelters that are designed for more than just functioning as a shelter, nuclear, biological, chemical or otherwise. They are massive living cities built deep underground and are connected to each other via an impressive underground rail network. The nuclear protection they offer to the government and the government only and their elite is not extended to us in the public. This is yet another image of an impressive underground entrance. Now the military, the government, NASA, the powers to be, secret space agencies, they all know that these huge objects are with our sun right now. And our sun is cracking up, it's falling apart. The coronal holes, the earthquakes, it all matches everything that we're seeing in the skies. So these underground entrances are all over the world. They've been building these bunkers, these underground cities for years, 20, 30, 40 years, as we, the public, have been had the wool pulled over our eyes, so we don't get to notice what they've been up to. And they've been sucking our taxpayers' money every single day of our lives, of our working times. This is another image of the Dulce underground base in New Mexico. There's lots of things that have happened here many years in the past. Of military that have lost their lives, of secret people from the military that have survived and seen lots of crazy things going on down there. And there's huge amounts of underground facilities down there, tunnels, even tunnels that have not been made by us. But that's a different story. And there's so many levels that are high security, things down there that we don't know and never seen. We will never see this, as government are preparing for everything that's going to happen soon in our future events. This here is an image of a huge drill set, a drill head that was used as part of drilling them underground tunnels. Now there's thousands of these tunnels under the USA, other parts of the world, many parts of the world, Russia, and also the UK. They are drilling these tunnels, so there is a huge network. They've been doing it to Walmarts, right up to Walmart, so they can stop their bunkers for when this Nibiru and wormwood, whatever you want to call it, comes close to our Earth and causes the big huge pole shift. They are prepared for this. And this image is showing you how huge these drill heads are, which they have been using for many long years. And they've been getting away with it right under our nose. This is an up-to-date underground military access. This is where and what they use now to stop their bunkers and to prepare for the huge event that's coming. These are very thick iron doors made of precious materials that will stop anything that's basically going to head on towards us on Earth. But don't forget that when they're tucked away down there, we, the public, have to fend for ourselves and face the music as they are down there hoping to survive this. But let me tell you, it's going to be very difficult for them, because when the binary star Nemesis approaches our Earth, those huge particles and VU rays are going to head down there and burn everything. So it's all a big waste of time really, but they're just on a hoping chance to save their banking system, to thinking that when, or if they survive after the pole shift. underground construction that is going on to this day now, to this hour, as they build these tunnels. You can see on this image here, there's tunnels that are going upwards and across, where they'll be using special lifts. And it's all right now happening. We need to keep our eyes open to this, because the secret knowledge is that this is all going on behind our backs. And the shadow government know this. We really need to start studying this, because they are absolutely 100% going to be going down into these cities where Nibiru and where the Frightener were. Nemesis heads close towards our Earth. This is where they're going to go now. This image here as well is underground military personnel, where all their offices will be, and their command and their computer systems and the power generators and everything. So it's all written up and it's all ready for this huge event. So please don't think that, and also please don't just be the one that sat on the fence, because the military, as you can see, are up in our skies every day, morning, noon and night, to hide these objects that we're now starting to see, these huge reflections. This here is another huge cutting tool that they use down there, an underground boring in rail tunnel. And they're building these as well as we talk. These are huge, and as I say, these are made specifically for the government and the presidents around the world, the elite, to stay down there, nice and cozy as we suffer the consequences when the sun's twin is right above our heads. So, again, we need to expose these government officials, don't we, to show other people what they've been up to all along. As you see the government on the tellies, they're just playing their tune. That's really what they're doing, is they're taking our money from our pockets and building what they're doing down below underground. This is another image. It's called the Cheyenne Mountain Space Command Nuclear Bunker. Another place where other officials and other governments will run down there to hide away, hoping to survive soon after that pole shift. We're slipping now anyway. The Earth is slipping now into a pole shift. The Earth is wobbling and it's rotating erratically through its orbit. And the sun is causing a lot of problems. On this image here, they call it underground boring. They're boring out the tunnel. You can see the two tunnels in the far end, the rare vision there. You can see this. And they're doing this, as I say, all the time now. Getting it all ready, preparing, which we should be doing now, preparing. But they don't want to expose themselves to the public. We, taxpayers, they just want us to behave, to carry on our merry way, to work, to slave, as they continue to try and save themselves. This is again an underground entrance of one of these huge bunkers, and you can see the size of the door on this thing, can't you? I mean, it's massive, and they're preparing for this. This isn't old. They've spent trillions of dollars on these bunkers and cities. You've got to understand, where's all the money going? Well, I'll tell you now. These images are showing you where the money's going. The government have been ripping us off for years to get these places, these cities, into perfect detail for them to survive this. Here as well, protection. There are 15 three-story buildings inside the military complex, and each is buffered by a 25-ton blast door. 25-ton. Now that's huge. And this will protect from an EMP as well. Now, They're moving back into a lot of these other military bunkers as well, redesigning them, stocking up and making them another place for them for safety. These huge government redesigned bunkers now are like small towns underground. The Cheyenne Mountain complex is home to more than 1,000 personnel and is able to operate as an underground town for months with fresh water and food. This huge bunker that's now operated by military was home to NORAD, who watched 700,000 aircraft per day using their technology. Now they've hugely reopened these underground cities because their strength and they're so strong. If a huge event happens, this is where they go. And they're being controlled by military powers to be and government officials all around the world. And this is where they go. This and these will be the headquarters. It's in full operational. They're tracking everything up in the skies, as you can see on the screen there of the Earth. They're doing this all the time, tracking space weather, tracking these heavenly objects, but they will not tell any of the public this. It's hushed up all the time. Anyway, I'm going to go now, and I will be back to do another video tomorrow. So take care and prepare. Just please prepare for this. Please, it's so important. We've got to get all the information out, haven't we? I'm going to look into earthquakes again tomorrow to see how many we've had recently, and also space weather. Take care.